everybody? It's Tim, High Noons Vinyl, your friendly neighborhood vinyl guy. I promised this a few days ago. Hell, I've been promising this one for weeks, months, years, eons. It's been promised for eons. That's right, kids. The metal. It's finally here. I got a stack of wax. It's all heavy because it's the metal. So let's get into it. So in my last video, I was gifted a bunch of wonderful records from an anonymous friend, and I read the note on this one. Excuse me, Black Elephant, which I gave you, provided the Fun Police have allowed to come through. I gave you a couple tastes of that off of this album. This is Black Elephant's second album. They are an Italian outfit. They sing in Italian, and let me tell you, this is an incredible, incredible piece of work. This actually feels like a concept album. So it's 7 swords, and it feels like there is some sort of love lost, whether it's like a Romeo and Juliet, 2 sides of the opposing war. That's kind of where I've interpreted it at. I mean, there's not a lot of lyrics, so I was able to Google translate them to the best of its ability, but there's never any, I wish you weren't my enemy. I would, so I don't know if it's a revenge. I don't know if it's a fallen. I don't know if it's different sides of the coin. I don't know. But you hear a lot of pain and misery in some of this, in some of the music. So they really do tell a wonderful story. First listen on this one, I was just completely mesmerized. Second listen, the drums really stood out. A little bit of death at the beginning, which I kind of skipped past because I didn't really think it showed much of the band. But then they get into some hard and heavy stuff, and it really blew me away. So if you like what you heard, check them out on Bandcamp. Vinyl may be getting a little obnoxious right now. You might be able to find CDs. I know some don't have that problem. They can go either way, but definitely something worth your time if you like the little tastes that I gave you of Black Elephant. So on to the update proper. New Evanescence. I know some people will love them, some people not so much. Let me tell you this. This kicks ass. I'm going to say it here. I'm going to say it loud, and I'm going to say it proud. This is their best album. Some might argue Fallen. If this is surpassed by Fallen, it ain't much. I'm going to go out on a limb. This is a hungrier, this is a grittier, this is a more in tune with what the sound that they want. I think Amy Lee has a better vision for the band at this point. Not knocking some of the symphonic sounds. I think she is very versatile and she's got a hell of a voice. But this was down, this was dirty, this was, almost bordering on Pretty Reckless. I mean, it was really just heavy. And my wife is a huge Evanescence fan, so this was a big pickup for us. And we spun it together, and I was just kind of, I was like, hey, are you picking up what this is putting down? And she looked at me and she's like, I love it. And I couldn't agree more. Fallen might get the edge because it's been around a little bit longer, but this is worth sampling. This kicked ass. So I didn't get any of the unique, like I think there's like a really funky white one or clear one floating around. I just, give me the basic black. I'm a basic kind of guy. Adding more to the AC/DC collection. So obviously this is Dirty Deed, done dirt cheap. You know what? Finding clean AC/DC here is next to impossible. And Bon Scott's even twice as hard. And when you see these reissued and they're like 30 some odd bucks, it's like, I just don't want to pay that, So I'm glad to pick this one up. I got it at a great price over at Remix. Sounds fantastic. I'm looking to finish the Bon Scott era. I know people are divided. I love them both, but if I had my money, although Back in Black is probably their best album, pound for pound, I'm a Bon Scott guy. So, nothing better than a guy that would sing till the lights come on, you know, buy you a round, punch you in the face, and then buy you another round, right? Bev, you watching? Finally did it. So this is the, was it 25th anniversary remaster or whatever. Anyway, it's on 2 LPs. It's the European pressing on 2 LPs. And I found it, it was one of those things that was like a friend of mine had asked me, like, hey, like a local shop had posted the original. And I was like, no, you don't want to get the original. It's 60 minutes of music plus, and it's on 1 LP. It just doesn't breathe. It's going to sound like crap. Get the 2 disc. And I was thinking, I was like, I don't have the 2 discs. So I was, you know, looking around on the interwebs, found it for a great steal, and doink, and now I have it. To me, the last great one. You know, they had a couple moments after this, but, you know, I've got to stand with the moral majority that the loss of Steve Clark changed the direction of the band, and he really was firing on some wonderful cylinders. I know some people don't like this one as much as some of the earlier stuff, and I tend to agree, but this is still a killer album. And let's face it, 8 singles, 144 singles came off of this album. Seriously, go look it up, 144 singles, I'm not even kidding. Which leads me to one of my most recent, I think I've got like 33 most recent scores from my good friend Kathy over at Music and More. She was showing, she had some singles that I was really interested in, which one of them was Mama, We're All Crazy Now, and Ain't We All? And the other one, Bev, again, not a picture sleeve, but I'll take it. Photograph. Action, Not Words on the back. Killer 2-sider. And then I just don't see Dangerous Toys on Wax. So when she showed this, I was like, so the big ones, the ones that we all know and love from them off the first album, maybe 2, you know, Sportin' a Woody, Scared, Teasin' Pleasin', Bones in the Gutter. They're on here, but they are live tracks. Oh, by the way, pink vinyl. Woo, that's pink. They're on here, but they're live tracks, which leads me once again to believe that Columbia Records is dicking around with the masters and they want more money than the pan can handle or whatever the hell is going on, and they just won't let Jason McMaster and company reissue that damn record. That album, those first 2 need a reissue. Like, not even kidding. I mean, would love to have them. I have the first one on CD. I'm looking for the second. But I would love to have them on wax, and they're getting expensive, more so by the day. But come on, people. I mean, you want to talk about that second wave of hard rock, blues, sleaze metal. These guys were the kings of it. I mean, there just wasn't anybody better. That first album, I mean, pound for pound, killer. So I was glad to grab this. Like I said, I don't see a lot of Dangerous Toys on Wax, so had to grab that one. And then grab this one for a great price, and this is Zebra's debut. If you aren't familiar with Zebra, I want to say they did 3 albums. They're a trio out of the New Orleans area. I can talk. Seriously, I can. It's just not today. So I'm going to give you a sample of their lead-off single, Tell Me What You Want. You might recognize it, you might not. Great hard rock. They border a little on the prog later on. They have a very reminiscent of Triumph. So another power trio, so if you like Triumph, you would definitely like Zebra if you don't already know about these guys. I need to get the other 2, but I'm very happy with this one. This one rocks heavy, and I really enjoy it. So here's a taste of that song from Zebra, Tell Me What You Want.
I've been wasting my time. I am losing my mind. My head's on the floor. Forevermore, I have given you all that I have. With the slam of the door, you're driven me mad. Now I'm saying, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want.
All right, no more tastes. I've given you too much for free. I mean, you got to pay for this kind of entertainment at some point. So another one I was happy to add to the collection. I added this a while back and I was saving it for the metal update. Obviously, White Lion Pride. We don't need to really discuss this. I'm just happy to have any White Lion on vinyl. Weight is just a killer cut. You know, definitely need to get Big Game, and if I can find a main attraction, good luck with that, you know, but glad to have some White Lion on vinyl. What was funny was that one of my classic rock radio stations played Weight. This was weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and I went into one of my locals and they just happened to have a copy of it, and I was like, well, thank you. So I was glad to have this kind of put back in the forefront of my mind, and I was able to find a copy at a good price, so definitely glad to add that. One that I've been also sitting on for just a touch a little bit, and I have to thank the missus for this one. This was a Christmas gift. That is the new one from Testament, and dear God, does it kick ass. Streamed it, but man, the vinyl just does it justice. I pulled out one because I think there are at this point 207 pressings, of which I believe Rob at Black Star Vinyl has 204. But mine is the clear with the blue and orange splatter. She saw it on my wish list and she's like, oh, that's a fun color and it looks really limited. Let me get that for him. And I was like, hey, you did good. So I've spun this a bunch, and it really has brought back my love affair with Testament. I may say something very blasphemous and say that I think they can kick out at least one person out of the top 4. You can figure out who. I mean, that's up to you. But the thrash don't stop there, as they say, kids. Found this one at a great price. This is the reissue from FYE. FYE is for your entertainment, for you, those of you out of towners who may not know what the hell that is. It used to be like Sam Goody in the malls, and there used to be record stores everywhere, and they used to be known for selling things at high prices. And I think that there's probably now less than a dozen in the country. I don't know. I mean, it could be more. I don't know. But they sell a lot online. But there is an FYE here in Central Florida. Happened to be in there, and I was like, man, I don't know. You know, I was like, I don't know how this reissue is. And I looked online and saw a couple positive things, and I was like, sold. So this one is actually on silver vinyl. Silver vinyl. Silver vinyl. It's not Christmas time in the city. Definitely not how Exodus sounds. That's not even close. So apologies for that. But Exodus, Pleasures of the Flesh. We all know it. We all love it. Probably my favorite. I know they have an exclusive pressing of Fabulous Disaster, which I need to get. Really want to get a copy of Bonded by Blood, because that is my second favorite. And that one kicks all kinds of ass. So I know this debate has gone around the VC and back and around and back again. And what the hell? I'll bring it up. Do we buy records at Walmart? Yeah, we do, especially when they're limited edition, and especially when you're a fan of these 4 albums. Yep, that's right. I got them all. I didn't get the black one. It just, you know, Black Smoke, it looked okay, but meh. And then Hardwired, meh. I mean, Hardwired's not a bad album, but it's not these. So I think they sound fantastic. I mean, this one on Jump in the Fire. I mean, you guys have seen these floating around. I don't need to show the colors of the vinyl. This one I was slightly disappointed in because it sucks. No, I'm kidding. There was a pressing issue, and I had to clean it a bunch of times because I got a loud pop at the end of Fight Fire with Fire, or at the end of oh dear God, Fade to Black. Man, I'm gonna lose street cred for that. But it was as it was fading out. But I've cleaned it a couple times and it seems to be helping. So it gets cleaned and cleaned and cleaned some more. But what are you gonna do? Take it back and take $23 or hold on to it because you're never gonna see it again? I'll keep it. Master of Puppets. I mean, do we really need to talk about this? I have fooled myself in thinking I can hear bass. You can't. It still kicks ass, but you still can't hear the bass. I just know it's supposed to be there, so I just invented it in my head. What needs to be said? Adding more to the Maiden collection. I was looking for like early issues, but honestly, I've given up because they're stupid money, and Maiden gets a ton of money, and you know they can have my money. There's reissues from the UK. Sounds fantastic. I should know because I played it at loud volumes because it's Maiden, and you can't listen to Maiden quiet. It just doesn't happen. It's not allowed. It is against, as they say, the rules. So, and then lastly, you know, we talked about this band not too long ago, and I said that it kind of rekindled my love for them. It's not that it ever went away, but it was just one of those, what else is out there that's cheap? Not really cheap, but at a great price. I picked up the Music on Vinyl reissue of Testament's Souls of Black. This is not the red issue. This is the black, but still on 180 grams. Still sounds fantastic. And again, nobody was home, and the dogs got a little scared because I played it really loud. Because again, rules. And then that being also said, there is quite a bit more of Music on Vinyl coming into this house in the soon days to come, because I have been finding all kinds of reissues there. So that's it for now. The bad news is I don't have any other metal to show you right now. The good news is there is more coming. So hopefully it won't be 9,000 years before my next metal update. Why do I separate out the metal? Because I know that there are certain people who tune in that really just follow the metal. Not saying they don't watch or comment or something like that, but they love the metal. And I want to be able to give them what they want. So, you know, sometimes you give back. Give back to the community. You give back. And with that, I'll give you back the rest of your day so you can stop looking at this ugly face and enjoy whatever's left of your day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for all of the mediocre support. Thank you for the no support, whatever you're doing. You know, just, hey, thanks for being you. Seriously, I appreciate everybody watching and commenting. Love you all. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace.